This is another function that computes the sum of the numbers from 1 to n. The code for this function is a little different because it relies on the formula for summing the integers from 1 to n that says that you can get the sum of the integers from 1 through n by multiplying n times n plus 1 and dividing by 2. So this is the formula that allows you to directly compute the sum of n integers, and you have doubtless seen it before. And here is a program that, or rather a Java function, a Java method that embodies that function. So then, what is the cost, what is the runtime cost of this function that computes the sum of the numbers from 1 to n? Well, we said that any single statement, like an assignment statement, is going to have a cost of 1 each time it happens. And that's also true for this return statement down here, so it has a cost of 1. Now, how many times does this line execute? Only once, and this line executes only once. Therefore, the total runtime cost of this function we can express like this. And it turns out that if you have a runtime that does not involve the variable n at all, that is to say does not involve the size of the input at all, then we denote that as an O1 runtime, or we call it a constant runtime, because no matter what size number n is, whether n is 2 or a billion or a trillion, this function will have the same runtime. So, because the runtime does not change, we call it a constant runtime. We denote constant runtimes with O1. So the amount of time that this function takes to execute does not vary with the value of the parameter n, unlike all of the other functions that we have seen that computed the sum of the integers from 1 to n.